Here's how it goes. Okay, so let's get straight into the tabs. Nice easy little riff this when we slow it down. If you can see, download the PDF. There's a lot of 7 and 5s. So when we're playing these 7 and 5s, we want to be using our first and third finger, because you don't want to stretch like that with 2 fingers, 1 and 2, and you don't want to be like this with 1 finger, because that's not efficient. So whenever you play your 5, use your first finger. Whenever you play your 7, use your third, and you'll be like this rather than like this or like this. So it'll be like this. Okay, so let's look at the very first bit. Let's do it in order. So you can see the very first bit is a 0 on the 6th string, and on the 5th string we go 7 5 7. So this is what that sounds like. So 0 on the top string. On the 5th string we go 7 5 7. So this is what it looks like. So just practice that round, and then we go to the next one here. So you play the 5th fret on the string below that, so the 4th string. So it should sound like this. So bam, 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 bam. Do that again. Okay, so I'm just going to hone in on this bit here, because it's easy to look at it just like this. It's on the top string 7, and then 5, then 7 5. You see it's flipping from string to back and forth. So that should look like this. Because normally you're used to doing like a bar chord, but this is like the opposite. And what you don't want to do is hold your fingers down and go, because it's playing it like a chord and the notes are ringing out. So if you just get your fingers ready and get that off and just play the note when it happens, it forces your finger to come off the other note. Because you only want to hear one note at a time, you don't want to go, because it's a bit more like a sustained riff. So we got that 7 5 7 5, and then it ends on a 7 here on the 5th string. So I'm going to play you the first bit. So this first bit goes, there we go. Do it again. One more time. And the second part here goes, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. So together. Okay, so the next riff here, if I get to, actually I'll get to this bit. It goes da 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 da. So on the top string 5 5 7, string below it 5 7, string below it 5. I'll show you how that looks. Okay, share screen again. Da, 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 da. And you'll be happy to know that the second part of this is exactly like the first line, second half, which is, so it goes. So the first one and the second one together. Okay, so just keep practicing that round, and we're going to dive straight into the second part of the riff. So it starts off the same. Well, instead of dun, 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 it's a bit quick, the 5 7. So bum, bam, ba-dum, bum, bam, ba-dum. Subtle differences. And then the next 3 notes is do do dum. So on the top string we go 3 5 7, and the fingers are used for that because it's quite quick. This, you don't want to go. Well, you could do that. I use these fingers, so it's a bit of a stretch. So okay, and then you got 5 on the 5th string, back to the 7 on the 6th string, and then 5 7 on the 5th string. So all that together. Again. One more time. Alright, and the second part of that riff is. So it starts off the same, and then you get on the 4th fret, which is on the 3rd string, then the 5th fret of the string above, then the 7th above. So instead of just using one finger and going like, you want to go, which makes this shape. So okay, so the first one. To the second one. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the chords. So we're going to bar the 7th fret and play the E7 shape. And we're just going to learn it this way first, and then I'm going to tweak it, because it goes like this, and then move it up a step, down, another. So I'm just shifting that E7 shape barred around the place. So starting on the 7th fret, the 8th. Then up 2 frets and bar the 10th fret, these with your little finger, and then 2 strings, and go. So leaving things you don't understand, and you suffer. Superstition anyway. Okay, so that's not really exactly what's happening. There's something called a 7 sharp 4 happening. So it's not a flat 5, it's a sharp 4, because it's got a perfect 5th in there still. So if you don't know much about intervals and stuff, don't worry. So what it is when you go to this C, you want to move this 3rd finger down a fret. So you can see the C7 shape there, starting on the 8th fret, and I move this 3rd finger down there, and it gives that. See, it's this is your 5th note, but it's not a flat 5 because you've got this note in the chord. So it's a C7 sharp 4. So that's, and if you notice when you go from the B7, when you believe in things, this 3rd finger doesn't move up and then slide down. It literally doesn't move. You move the shape up and keep that there. So if you believe in things, back to the B7, you don't under, and when you move this down, then move this 5th down to that sharp 4, and then you're to a straight A7 shape, and then, so I'm going to repeat that again. So now it sounds like the track, doesn't it? Because the difference between this to the correct way, it just gives an extra bit of tension there rather than just going straight dominant chord up and down. Alright, so I'll do that again. And then move the shape up, but keep your third finger the same. Down to that B7, B flat 7 with a sharp 4 there, and then an A7. Okay, I hope you understand that. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. But I'll just put it into context. So 7 more for baby, brother looking west. 7 years of bad love, good things in the past. When you believe in things you don't understand and you suffer, superstition anyway. Okay, all that helps. Thank you very much.